Here's my audience. Hi, my name is Tyler Goodwin, and I study electrical engineering. And what I stumbled upon the other day was how inefficient our present power grid is, and how they're developing a new power grid called smart grid to enhance these power distribution methods. Now, the present grid is inefficient and outdated, which is costing us money, and it's wasting electricity and using unwanted electricity, which builds up our electric bill, causing us to spend more money. Even the producers spend more money producing electricity. The smart grid can take all that and control it so we don't have to spend all that money. Now, before I talk to you about the smart grid, I want to tell you about the present grid and how it works. Now, our present grid hasn't been updated since Thomas Edison, so it is very outdated, causing us to waste electricity. Now, it's built starting with power plants. These power plants, most of them take fossil fuels and burn them to create the steam. The steam then rotates or turns a giant turbine inside a generator, which creates the power. This power is then sent out short distance to the transmission station. And this transmission station amplifies the power so it can be so the power can travel long distances through the transmission lines, which is actually the next step. These transmission lines go through miles and miles, so we can get power all the way across the state, across the country, basically. And once the power gets to its destination, we have these other substations and transformers, which takes this high power and reduces it down so it can be distributed into homes and small businesses. Now, some of the downfalls to the current power grid are some of the aging equipment, which can't handle the power that we are demanding. We also have antique layouts. It's very vulnerable to weather storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, causing many people having blackouts for a very long time. And even terrorism is bad. Take out some transmission lines and people don't have power. Now, hopefully we can move past this, and this can be just part of our history, and we can take the next step and go and use the smart grid. And what the smart grid actually is a modernized power distributor which uses sensors, monitors, and the internet to enhance our power distribution. It uses modern electrical engineering to make everything, our power distribution, more efficient. Now, as I said before, it uses monitors and the internet, but it also uses renewable energy, bidirectional communication to help control the power we produce and consume. Now, with the renewable resources, it has almost like a plug-and-play situation where once we produce it, it can go straight into the grid, and from there it can be distributed throughout the grid. Now, this also works when customers like us, ourselves, we can put solar panels on top of our houses and use it straight into this grid to power our own house, or we can even sell it back to the producers and make us save some money and make our power grid or power distribution more efficient. Now, the smart grid is also very reliable. It uses this self-healing method using the communications through the producer and the consumer. And if there's any blackout, the smart grid identifies that and reroutes electricity around the blackout to give power to all of the other customers in line with that. And I can also tell the producer that there is a problem and what that is exactly, so they can go out and fix it in a minimal amount of time. Now, the smart grid wouldn't just benefit our distribution method, they would also help our new inventions of applications, like our electric cars that are now coming out. Now, electric cars need to be charged, and they need to be charged fast. Well, with the smart grid, we can plug our electric car straight into the smart grid, causing quick and easy charging. Now, we could even take this idea and get rid of all the gas stations and make them all battery swap stations or power swap stations. So we could charge our cars quicker than we even fill up our gas tank. And with all the benefits that a smart grid could provide us, we need to help support this idea. There's actually a small development in Colorado that the government is creating to test out the smart grid. And what we can do is write letters or help support this project to help get this project going. So once it starts small, it can grow bigger and bigger, countrywide or even worldwide, so we can start saving money and start saving the planet with our green energy. Thank you for listening.